Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. Remember though, these are general readings. So not everything is going to resonate with everybody, and that's fine. And also, please don't forget to use your own discernment. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your key to the week this week, you get the Devil card, right? Okay, so first things first, happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope that you have an amazing day. Remember to fill the day of your solar return with a little bit of everything that you want this next 12 months ahead to have in it for you. With that, your key to the week is the Devil card, right? So this week, what are your patterns of behavior? What are the things that are holding you back? Where is it that you are lying to yourself? Where is it that you are fibbing to yourself? This week that could be highlighted in some way, shape or form. And it may highlight to you an old behavior, an old issue, an old challenge that keeps coming up. But more importantly, this week it looks like you're getting to the root cause of it. So you could be, startlingly aware of where it is that your self-sabotaging tendencies or behaviors come up. That's actually a good thing, right? It's not pretty. Sometimes it is quite painful, but when it's highlighted to us in such a way, it usually means that we're ready to actually do something with it or to deal with it or to phase it out in some way. But unfortunately, it does take a little bit of light to be shed in that dark space for you to be aware of it, right? So your actions and options this week, you have the Hermit card. Spending some time alone, maybe withdrawing from the world, maybe just wanting a bit of a quieter time of it so that you can hear yourself think, so that you can get to the root or to the bottom of what it is that you're truly thinking, what it is that you're really feeling. Remember, the Hermit card is about withdrawal from the world, right? And it's about going on a personal journey or quest. Sometimes this can be a literal journey or quest, but very often this is an internal quest. This is where we are looking for that inner light, that inner guidance, that inner wisdom. This is a week to trust yourself. And when you feel like withdrawing from the world, when you feel like taking time out, taking time away from the humdrum or the everyday, do it this week. There is a reason. Your soul is asking you to do something for it. For your communications and conversations this week, you have the Lovers card. Very interesting. Now, the Lovers card is number 6 and represents choice. The Devil card is number 15, 1 and 5 gives you 6, and the Devil card is the result of choices that you have given your power over to. The fact that you've got the Lovers card here in the communications and conversations, it is through talking to people. It could be a conversation that you have with someone this week. It could be through a partner, a loved one. If you have a partner or if you're in a relationship, somebody might mirror something back to you this week or say something to you that really strikes a chord, really hits a nerve and makes you think, whoa, okay, is that how I'm seen, or is that how I'm viewed, or is this how people think that I see myself? And sometimes when we have those moments, where we get a glimpse of how it is that people actually see us or view us through the lens of how they think we see ourselves, it can be a real eye-opener. So be on the aware for that this week, and don't get into a defensive state with it. Just let it come up so that you can observe it in order to change it. Remember, the Lovers card isn't just about love, relationships, sexuality and sensuality. It's also about choice. And everything in life we go through, I can't even remember, but it's like some ridiculous number of choices every single day. This gives you a chance to be at the forefront of that in a very conscious way. For those of you that work for somebody else, look, you've got a choice this week to put up and shut up and just get on with it, or you can say something and do something different. This week, I invite you to come out of your usual Cancerian ways where you intuit and, where you intuit everybody else's needs and meet them before they're even spoken, and silently expect other people to do the same and then get frustrated and huffy when they don't. Hey, listen, I got moon in Cancer, right? So before anyone's out there like, hey, wait, you didn't even come in. Not here for it, right? Trust me, I have to check myself on this stuff weekly, if not daily. All jokes aside though, this could be a week where actually speaking up, we're changing the script, doing something different, changing the design of the way that things are, going against the grain in some way, shape or form could really change things for you. When it comes to your, those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, your partner wants to work with you or to assist you in your work this week. There's a loved one or a close one. If you don't have a partner or a relationship, it could be a family member or somebody that's close to you. They could give you that outside perspective or piece of knowledge that maybe you are missing. The reason I say be open to it is because it's come up through the Lovers card, which means that this person genuinely does have a lot of love and care for you, and they may, shock horror, just be able to see something that you can't. For your for those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, for those of you that are single and looking, this could suggest to you that maybe you come into the understanding of what you actually want from a relationship now, and maybe even that you are ready for one. It could just as easily represent you being open to the idea that your relationship is the next thing that you really need to be working on at this moment in time. For your money and materials, you have the Knight of Cups. Very nice. All right, so offers, opportunities, things are being put on the table or suggested to you. There is a sense here that someone may ask to, that you either may be asking somebody to work with you or collaborate with you, and it's absolutely there, and it could end up being quite lucrative for you both. There's a sense here as well, because it's underneath the Hermit card. You're tempted to go it alone this week, and I got to be honest with you, I don't think that's the best use of your time and energy. If there were ever a week or a time for you to branch out or to accept help or assistance, this would be that week. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your feet, your ankles, and also your lymphatic system. So really get into that this week. Find a way to stimulate those things or to strengthen them. Like if you know, I don't know if you've ever seen them, they've got that board, it's like half a ball, and then you stand on it, and it really helps with the proprioceptive nervous system, and it strengthens all of your synergistic muscles as well, and like your ankles and your toes and stuff, because you're having to constantly adjust. I'm not a medical professional, I'm just a bit of a geek and I know stuff like that. So, you know, maybe think about that this week, or something that you can do. When it comes to your home and environment, I mean, there's two ways that this could play out. One, you could just be tempted to be a real homebody, shut the curtains, shut the door, and, you know, leave everybody outside, which, hey, listen, I've got a wonderful friend in Canada. We laugh about this all the time. We call it the Cancer Cave. Like, we know when we're like we're just like, it's like, I'm in the Cancer Cave, leave me alone. And, you know, maybe this week you're really tempted to do that. Because you have the Devil card as the overarching energy and theme, I would challenge you to challenge yourself this week to not go into the Cancer Cave and to emerge. I'm not saying don't spend time alone, I'm just saying make sure that you find a way to balance that out. You're tempted to do this coalescing this week, and I feel like you should be doing the opposite. For your love and relations, you've got the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful. For those of you in partnerships and relationships, those of you that have been in with your partner long term, this is beautiful, especially because you've got the Lovers card here as well. This looks like to me like your partner is helping you through a difficult time, or maybe they're helping you think around things in a new way. And it might be really uncomfortable for you at first, but there is a sense here that you've got support. For those of you that are single, same energy, but probably from a friend or from a loved one or from somebody that genuinely cares about you. There's a lot more support here than maybe you are sort of being open and aware of. If you are looking for love, it's definitely possible this week, but because you've got the Devil card above all of these, there's two things that I want you to be aware of. One, you need to ask yourself, what has attracted you to this person, right? This week it's really important to check in with yourself, to ask yourself, what is it about this person that has attracted me, right? What is it about their ways? What is it about? And this isn't about analyzing every detail and all the rest of it, but it's about really saying to yourself, okay, if I'm in this place where some of my habits and behaviors are expressing at the moment, what does that mean that I'm attracting in a person that's potentially going to be a partner? When you check in with that, that's when you can say, okay, well, I'm not really making my best decisions and I'm not really at my best, and so I'm attracting more of my shadow side in a potential partner. That could be a really powerful practice this week, just as if you are, in a partnership or in a relationship and your partner's challenging you to come out of your usual comfort zone and you're like a bit like digging in for dear life. The other way that this could play out for those of you that are single as well is that this person may have a past, especially because they've got the devil card above, so everyone's got a past in some way, shape or form, for crying out loud, especially at the ages that we're at, right? We've all got a few nicks and scratches on the bodywork as it goes. So that's, but yeah, like they could have, maybe they've been to prison, maybe they've had a drug problem, maybe they're not in that place anymore. But again, you're going to need to ask yourself, what is it about this person that I have attracted, and vice versa? Just so that maybe some of your habits, patterns and behaviors don't then feed into each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just check where you're at this week. It's really, really important. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.